Men quit retention after a few days because they expect miracles instantly, never realizing that the seed they protect needs time to build its full power. 1 week introduces the first spark, a clearer mind, steadier emotions, and a hint of control returning. But stopping here traps you in the pattern of starting over, draining the momentum that could have transformed you. 12 weeks is where the real shift begins. By then, your energy has compounded, your biology has stabilized, and your presence carries weight without effort. Early quitting doesn't just slow progress. It resets the entire internal system before it has a chance to unlock its true potential. At the 12-week mark, retention activates a deeper layer of strength most men never access. Your stress response becomes calmer, your decisions more direct, and your ambition sharper. The energy that once leaked through impulse now reinforces your discipline, confidence, and mental sharpness. Life begins aligning with your intentions because your internal state no longer contradicts your goals. Section 1. Baseline recovery. During the first week of retention, your body begins to pull itself out of the overstimulated cycle you've lived in for years. This early stage isn't about gaining new power, but about halting the downward spiral created by constant release. Your dopamine rhythm starts smoothing out, which is why your cravings feel different and your mood stabilizes bit by bit. The nervous system begins shifting away from survival mode, giving you a sense of mental quiet you may not have felt in a long time. Sleep improves because your body isn't burning through its resources every night. This is the foundation phase, where the body whispers its first signs of recovery. As the days pass, your energy stops dropping randomly throughout the day. Instead of feeling wiped out for no reason, you begin noticing a steady baseline forming. Mineral levels start rebuilding because your system is no longer draining zinc, magnesium, and other key nutrients required for constant production. This small restoration has a surprising effect on your thoughts. Mental fog starts lifting just enough for you to think clearly again. Tasks feel less overwhelming, and your patience improves because your nervous system isn't fighting exhaustion. You're not powerful yet, but you're finally regaining stability. Somewhere within this first week, a subtle but important shift becomes noticeable. Irritation decreases. You feel a little more grounded. Your mind becomes less reactive, and your emotions feel less chaotic. These are signs of the internal reset taking place. Ancient teachings spoke of this phase as the beginning of inner purification, clearing the noise before building the strength. Modern biology describes it as hormonal balance returning and the stress response calming down. Both point to the same conclusion. Week 1 is not where strength is built, it's where weakness stops accumulating. It's the first doorway into what retention can truly unlock at higher stages. Section 2. System strengthening. By the 12th week of retention, the body shifts from simply repairing itself to actively strengthening every major system. Breathing grows deeper without effort, as if your lungs finally remember their full capacity. Muscles respond faster, not because you trained harder, but because your nervous system is no longer overstimulated and drained. The energy that once disappeared through impulse now fuels tissue repair, hormonal balance, and cleaner metabolic function. You begin waking up with a steadiness that feels foreign at first, a calm reservoir of strength replacing the old cycle of spikes and crashes. Recovery is no longer the mission. Growth is. Your body starts acting like it finally trusts you to hold your energy rather than waste it. Consistent energy becomes one of the biggest signs that strengthening has taken root. Instead of dragging yourself through portions of the day, you carry a stable current of vitality from morning to night. Your heart rate evens out and stays that way because your nervous system isn't being shocked by constant dopamine drops. Physical tension dissolves in places you didn't realize were tight. The jaw, the neck, the lower back. Your body begins settling into a posture of stability rather than a posture of defense. Movement feels smoother. Your balance improves. Even your reaction time sharpens because your brain is no longer overloaded with urges pulling it in every direction. This is strength born from conservation, not force. Around this stage, something remarkable happens to your physical presence. Your posture becomes more upright without conscious correction. Your steps feel grounded instead of frantic. People notice the shift even when they can't explain it. This isn't just physical conditioning. It's the result of your system no longer leaking energy through addictive patterns. Ancient warriors believed that when a man holds his seed long enough, his body becomes a vessel of stored vitality. Modern biology points to the same truth through improved hormonal synchronization and nervous system resilience. At 12 weeks, retention turns your body into a stable platform of power. You're no longer in survival mode. You're becoming a force that grows stronger every day. Section 3. Performance elevation. Around the 12-week mark, your performance rises in a way that feels almost unfair compared to where you started. The body no longer wastes energy fighting fatigue or recovering from constant chemical crashes. Instead, stamina and clarity begin reinforcing each other. You can work longer without burning out, train harder without feeling wrecked, and handle stress without spiraling into emotional overload. The calm you carry under pressure becomes a kind of psychological armor. While others crumble, your system remains composed because it's fueled by a deep, steady reservoir rather than short bursts of overstimulation. This is where retention starts revealing its higher-tier benefits. During this phase, challenges that used to drain you now feel manageable. Your endurance rises not only physically but mentally. You remain focused deeper into tasks because your attention isn't competing with urges or scattered impulses. The body and mind finally move in the same direction. Athletes in ancient cultures practiced long stretches of retention for this exact reason. It sharpened instinct, sustained aggression, and kept their decision-making crisp during conflict. Modern neuroscience would describe it as improved hormonal regulation and enhanced prefrontal stability. Either way, the effect is the same. You operate with a level of composure that others misinterpret as natural talent. What people around you start noticing isn't effort, it's ease. You show up steadier, finish tasks smoother, and recover faster than those who rely on constant stimulation. Your presence carries a quiet certainty that can't be faked. This is the hallmark of compounded benefits. Energy that once evaporated now feeds your strength, creativity, and discipline. You no longer push yourself through life. You move through it with momentum that feels self-sustaining. 12 weeks marks the transition from improvement to transformation. The version of you who struggled to hold himself together is replaced by someone who performs with clarity, stamina, and natural authority.